Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Bilbao Revival. Thank you very much for stopping by. And let's just get straight into it. We've got a little bit of roundup to do, as always. And we've got two games for you today. Utrecht in the Europa League and Valencia in the league. Very, very tight in the league, as you'll see in a second. Before we get into it, though, if you missed the other day's episodes, it is in the top right-hand corner on the card. A little bit of a playlist for all the episodes in this series. So if you missed any, go and click that and catch up and then come back and see us. So let's do a little bit of the roundup. Last time we met was against Atalanta. 2-0 win against Atalanta and put us in the driving seat really for the Europa League win. We then followed that up with two draws, two really disappointing draws. One against Sevilla, which wasn't too bad. We scored in the third minute again with Iker Muniain, and then Luis Muriel scored for them. Very, very drab affair, to be fair. We then drew 1-1 against Espanyol. Aga coming off the bench and scoring a goal. They did take the lead with Gerard Moreno coming in and scoring a goal for them, but Aga came off the bench and scored a goal. We then destroyed Utrecht 5-1 at home. Williams with a hat-trick, so his patchy form continues. Utaraspe and Jean-Baptiste both popping up with another goal as well. So 5-1 win against Utrecht, which was good. We then followed that up with a really good 2-0 win against Alaves in the league. San Jose picked up a little bit of a knock, but he is back in the squad today. And he also scored a goal as well alongside Iñaki Williams. So he got 4 in 2 games there. We then drew 0-0 with Athletic Pamplona in the Spanish Cup 4th round first leg. The highly rotated side, and we also changed the formation. Went to the 4-3-3, trying to get that to work. At the minute, still not quite there. But a 0-0, that's the first leg. The second leg comes somewhere around here, and we'll probably make it through anyway. It's just our home form's really, really good, and our away form's a little bit patchy at the minute. But it's all good so far. We then beat Deportivo La Coruña, 1-0. Iker Muniain again scoring the goals. Our wide men scoring lots of goals at the minute. Williams and Muniain. The veteran striker Arit Adriz has just gone off the boil a little bit. He is 36, so he could be coming nearing the end of his time with the club, possibly retiring or whatever like that. But we have to keep playing him because he is our talisman up top there, and he can come up with a couple of goals when we need him to. So Utrecht away and Valencia away in the league. This is how it's all kind of shipped up and shipped out. So we are 9 points in the Europa League. Utrecht on 4. The Victoria Pilsen beat Atalanta, so they go into third. Now Atalanta are bottom on 1 point, but they can still qualify because if we do them a favour and they then beat Pilsen this time round, could jump them into second potentially if they have a good goal swing there. In the league, very, very interesting. We are in third place in the league. We're 4 points behind Madrid, and we're only 2 points behind Valencia. So the big game against Valencia coming up in the second game today. Atleti are behind us on 19 points, as is Malaga in 5th. And then Barcelona on 18 points. 1-5. They've drawn 3, so they're drawn with Leganes, Malaga, and Espanyol. Espanyol's a bit of a derby in the league, so they drew 2 all there away from home. But then they've dropped points at the Camp Nou against Leganes and Malaga, and then they've also been defeated by Real Betis and Valencia, again both away from home. So Barcelona not on the greatest of form at the minute. So we're taking full advantage of that and nipping in to the Champions League spaces. But this is going to be the team it's going to go up against Utrecht today, pretty much full strength. I want to get in to the next round of the Europa League as quickly as possibly can. San Jose is just going to come back in. Nunez took his place in the last game through injury. So full strength because we say we want to get through as quickly as we can, and then we can rest players in the final 2 games. So Kepa in goal, Balazaga, Martinez, San Jose and DeMarcos at the back, Interaspe and Benya in the middle, Muniain and Williams on the wings, Raul Garcia and Adriz up top. On the bench, Nunez, Leku, Rico, Susaeta, Aga, Seguin and Batista all on the bench. As I say, we beat them 5-1 last time out, and we scored some fantastic goals. They're lining up with a 4-2-2-2 essentially, and I really don't know much about the Utrecht side, so we're just going to get straight into it. We can secure qualification for the first time rock out with a win here. Go out there and impress me. Some of the players haven't like that. So I'm just going to have to turn this round and go out there and do the business. Come on, boys. We could get through to the next round of the Europa League, which would be great in 4 games. Do it in the least amount of time, and then we can rest up some of the players against games against Victoria Pilsen and Atalanta. Inigo Martinez taking the free kick because Benyat's off on with an injury. Raul Garcia on the right hand side goes back into Martinez. Can he find the ball out wide? No, he goes into Iñaki Williams, but he gets tackled by 3 or 4 players there, and they're going to break on the counter attack, but don't get the pass out properly. Raul Garcia out to DeMarcos into Iñaki Williams. Iñaki Williams now is just going to drive forward with that pace, whip the ball in. Raul Garcia is there, 1-0 till Bilbao. 5 minutes gone or 4 minutes gone. Benyat is still off. We're going to have to see how he is when he comes back onto the pitch, but really good finish with 10 men on the pitch. Iñaki Williams just using that little bit of acceleration there, pushes past some players, whips the ball in, and Garcia unmarked. 1-0 to Bilbao, 4 minutes gone. Benyat, 78%, got potential foot injury, might be bringing him off at half-time, probably for Aga, because Aga can play. He's a really useful player, Aga. Play in the attacking midfield centre, he can play in the middle of midfield and also play on the left as well. So really useful squad player to have, and he's got a little bit of growth in him as well. He's only 23, so it's good to have someone like that in the team. Coming up to half an hour now. After that goal, nothing's happened. We are going to bring Benyat off at half time. As long as he gets through, that should be more than fine, and that's going to see us to half time. Goal for Raul Garcia on 5 minutes, but other than that, nothing happened. So we're going to bring Benyat off and we're going to bring Aga on in the middle there because he can play it, probably not as the box to box. We'll just switch him over as the deep line playmaker and put Iturraspe on is the box to box midfielder. Again, Adri's not having the best of games. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased out there. Go out there and make it a little bit better in the second half. Adri's, I'm going to give him 15 minutes. If he doesn't work, if on the hour mark, we're going to pull him off and bring Batista on. Batista's done really well since coming in from Real Sociedad in the summer. Emmanuelson now, 5 minutes into the second half, into Van der Streek, but DeMarcos, really good tackle, and then Aga gets on the ball into Raspe. And Raul Garcia pings the ball out to Monaim, but can't get there, and Klitsch gets the ball out, and Trupe into Barbek, and Barbek has got a little bit of time, but a really good hassling there from the midfield 3, and then Adriz is let gone, and Munaim's put him through, and lovely save there by Marsman. Great movement for Adriz, good ball into him from Munaim, but can't make the shot pay. He's still on a 6.4. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Aga picks up that ball, tries to get the ball quickly into Raul Garcia, but he picks up the ball again, and DeMarcos now on this right hand side, he's just going to fire the ball in, and Williams gets the ball onto the right hand side. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can, but can't find Adriz, and Aga gets caught on the ball by Kirk, and now he's going to set a counter attack, but good hustling again from Aga. Really good player, the young Spaniard in the middle of midfield, and Williams now going to use that pace again, going to get the ball in. Adriz is there, hits the bar. Wow, he needs a goal to get his confidence back. He's hit the bar. He's come back into this second half a little bit more. So we kept Adriz on, we brought Sagan on, and pushed Aga further forward in the attacking midfielder role, and then brought Mikel Rico on as the box-to-box midfielder, and just dropped Iturraspe back to that ball-winning, to that deep line playmaker role that he likes so much. We're relatively comfortable in this game, to be fair. Now I've said that, they're probably going to go and score with 10 minutes to go. Emmanuelson now down that left hand side, he tries to find the ball in, but Martinez does a really good job in cutting it out, and then Seguin in the on the left hand side out to Iñaki Williams, and he's one-on-one with his man. He does have the pace. Can he burst past him? Yes, he can. Adriz is there, lovely knock down to Rico. Rico scores. Lovely play there from Adriz. He wasn't selfish at all. He nodded the ball down to Rico, who was running onto it, and he finished it off 2-0 to Bilbao, and it looks like we're through to the knockout stages of the Europa League. Adri's lovely knock down there. Rico just takes it into his stride, finishes the game off 2-0 to Bilbao. And that is full time. The ref has blown his whistle. We are through to the knockout stages of the Europa League. Iñaki Williams getting player of the match, 8.1 for him. Really good stuff from Iñaki Williams, especially going in to the Valencia game away from home at the Mestalla. So really important that we just take this momentum straight through into that game. The Benyat is out for 2 weeks, so we're going to have to leave that to the physio, and we're going to have a proper tinker around with the midfield, and hopefully we don't miss him too much. But Benyat out for 2 weeks. So yeah, big blow for us. So here we go then, the biggest game of the season so far. Second in Valencia, third in Bilbao, and we are at the Mestalla away from home. I have definitely learnt from my away trip to the Bernabeu, and we're not going to go as expansive and as open as we were. So we're going to go for the 4-3-1-2, which worked really well in the Arsenal save, the 4-3-1-2. So we've got Kepa in goal, Balazaga, Martinez, San Jose, and De Marcos in the back line. We've got Aga as the deep line playmaker, Iturraspe as the ball-winning midfielder, and Rico as the box-to-box midfielder. Munayin as the advanced playmaker, Batista as the false nine, and then Adriz up top. So very more conservative approach to this big game in the Mestalla. They're going to go for a 4-4-2, a lot like Madrid did. They've got Zaza and Vieta up top. I think Zaza's scored a load of goals this season, 7 in 11 games for Zaza. Kondogbia in the middle, as is Coquelin, Garay and Murillo at the back. Gaia at left back, Montoya at right back. A very, very strong Valencia side. It's up there with the likes of the Real Madrids and the Barcelonas of the league. So hopefully we've learned from our mistakes against Real Madrid, and we can put them to bed in this game. We are set. They are second. We are third. Well, let's kick off. Let's go for it. Come on, boys. We do have the wingers on the bench if we need to go for the game in the latter stages, but hopefully this formation can do us wonders early on. Balazaga now gets the ball first, whips the ball into the back post but can't get there, and now Montoya is going to launch that ball straight forward to Vieto. Vieto, really good player. Guedes now on this left hand side. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can. Sola's there. 1-0 till Valencia, and that was a devastating counter attack. Vieto on the right hand side getting the ball straight across to Guedes on the left hand side, and he whips the ball in, and I think it was Sola who put the ball away, and 1-0 down already after 3 minutes. It's poor goalkeeping from Kepa. Should have done better, the youngster there, but we've got a lot of the game to go, a lot of the game left to play. Come on, boys, let's get back into this. 6 minutes gone now. Rico into Aga, and now Aga's just going to play that ball into Munayin, and Munayin to Rico. Rico back, trying to find Batista in that false nine position. They're going to launch the ball forward. Marcos now, good covering from him. Into Raspe, into Aga. First time ball into Adriz. And it's patient play here from Bilbao. Can we get the ball out to Rico? Yes, we can. And he gets the ball out to Marcos. But we go back inside into Aga again, into Munayin. Lucky tackle through to Adriz, through to Batista. Batista is there. 1-1. Lovely finish. We got a little bit lucky with the tackle coming in on Adriz, who forced the ball out to Batista. But there we go. 1 apiece. Come back in after 4 minutes. It's really patient play in the middle. We've got a lot of technicians in there. But Coquelin gets the tackle through, but it goes straight through to Adriz. And that is a lovely flick to Batista. 1 apiece after 7 minutes. De Marcos now into Aga. Aga back to Iturraspe, and he's just got a little bit of time on his hands. Into Munayin. Lovely through ball to Batista, and Neto has to make the save. Lovely ball through from Munayin into the path of Batista. Guedes on this left-hand side. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Kondogbia out to Coquelin. Coquelin into Sola, and that's Montoya's got loads of space over there, but both San Jose and Martinez get the ball clear, and now Munayin takes the ball up, and Adriz on that left hand side driving forward, gets the ball into Batista. Lovely header. John Batista's come into the side and scored a brace. Lovely stuff from the youngster. Him and Adriz having a really good partnership up top, and Adriz takes the ball down the left hand side. We hit them on the counter attack this time, and he whips the ball in. He gets in front of his man. Lovely header from Adriz, and we are 2-1 up in the Mestalla against Valencia. And that sees us through to half time, and that's going to put us second in the league at the minute, 4 points behind Madrid, which is good to see. This game, this match day as well, Barcelona dropped more points. They drew again at home at the Camp Nou, so they keep dropping points all over the place. Not entirely sure what's going on at Barcelona, but they keep dropping points. I'm going to keep this nice and calm and just say, don't get complacent out there. Things can turn around very, very quickly. Let's keep our focus, and let's keep sharp out there. Martinez is giving the ball away a little bit too much for my liking. Fewer riskier passes, please, from yourself, and hopefully that will curb everything in the second half. De Marcos on this left-hand side, he's had to go over to left-back because Balazaga got injured in the first half. It was a head injury, so we brought Nunez on as right-back, which he can play there, and he's got a little bit more pace as well down the right-hand side. But we give the ball away, and Sola now on this right-hand side for themselves. Get the ball up to Vieto, and we should cut that out, and Iturraspe does a great job. Gets the ball back to Kepa, but that's not It's a poor kick from the youngster. He's not had the greatest of games. They get the ball out to Montoya, into Sola. Lovely 1-2 there from the two right-sided players. Montoya into the middle, into Zaza, 2 apiece. 5 minutes gone in the second half. It really came from Kepa's poor kick. And Guedes, lovely ball out to Montoya. 1-2 with Sola, and then Montoya gets the ball back from him and he just whips the ball in, and Zaza isn't going to miss from 4 or 5 yards out, and that's 2 apiece now. Hour gone into Raspe, into Munayin, Batista on a hat-trick, out to Rico. Can Rico get the ball in, or is he going to go back to Nunez? He goes back to Nunez, into Adjuriz. Adjuriz is there! Finally, he breaks his goal drought, and that's a lovely header from Adjuriz. Great play from the boys in the middle of the midfield. Really, we've got a lot of technicians in there. Batista, lovely ball out to Rico, and Rico just takes his time, draws the second man over to him. Nunez has got a lot of time to whip the ball in, and Adjuriz, he's going to score that all day long. Lovely header from the veteran. That's 3-2 now to Bilbao. 25 minutes to go. It's been all action, this game. Really has. Second half's really come to life. Batista now on the ball. He's going to find the ball over the top to Adriz, and he's just going to have to hold it up a little bit. Can he find the ball in this time? Yes, he can. Batista's there, and it's just over from the youngster. Played really, really well, the youngster. He's on an 8.8 so far. 2 goals for him today. He's come in and done a fantastic job. Munayin's looking absolutely shattered. Might have to take him off very, very shortly. Munayin now, he's on the ball into Batista, but Jason Marullo gets the ball over the top to Zaza. He's in on goal, but puts the ball clear. Really good chance for Valencia. Now Coquelin snapping at the heels at Raul Garcia, and they get the ball over the top yet again to Simone Zaza, and he shoots wide yet again. Let's make some changes. Let's drop a little bit deeper. Stop being as expressive. I'm going to go back down to the standard approach as well, and we'll make those changes. Then we'll make some subs as well. Munayin is off, and we've brought Iñaki Williams, who can play in that advanced playmaker role as well. So a little bit more pace at the top of the tree there for us. Nunez with the ball knocked down from the Valencia player. Raul Garcia into Iñaki Williams. Oh, he tries the through ball to both Adriz and Batista, but can't get there. Cito now over the top to Simone Zaza. Can he get the ball in? There is someone in there. Rodrigo's there, but good goalkeeping from young Kepa. He's made up for that slight mistake he made for their second goal, and hopefully we can. We've got 9 minutes to play here. And I think it's going to go all the way down to the final few minutes. DeMarcos now on this left-hand side has to go back inside because he's right-footed. And that's really good play there from Iñaki Williams. Rico again, he's got the through ball on to Batista. It's been a poor tackle, and Adjuriz hits the post, comes back to him and scores the 4th goal for Bilbao. We got lucky again. The tackle on, I think it was Batista, got the ball through to Adjuriz, and so the through ball to Batista. Murillo got a great tackle on him, but we got lucky. Adjuriz on the second attempt hit the post on the first, got the goal, and that's 4-2 to Bilbao. And he's now Batista and Adjuriz both picking up braces today, and that is it. The referee's blown for full time. Bilbao 4, Valencia 2. Adjuriz with a brace, John Batista with a brace, but Adjuriz with a 9.4 rating, 2 goals, 2 assists for him today. Really played his captain's role there. Got through to the Europa League knockout stages after the first 4 games, and now we're 4 points behind Real Madrid in second. As you can see here, Barcelona drew with Alaves 1 apiece. Also Villarreal drew 1-1, and Sevilla lost to Celta Vigo 2-0. So us and Valencia seem to be the only ones that really kind of trying to keep pace with Real Madrid so far this season. So we're going to be back against Atletico Pamplona in the second leg of the Spanish Cup 4th round, and we're going to bring you the home game against Atletico Madrid in the league. But that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't miss out on any more content that's coming forward. Also hit that notification bell as well so you didn't miss out on any videos going into your sub boxes. And until next time, when we bring you Atletico Pamplona in the Spanish Cup 4th round and Atletico Madrid, I'll see you soon.